guys, welcome to my coffee talk / weekly motivation video. This week's topic is how to get happier. How to get happier in life, how to get happier at work, how to get happier in your relationship. We're gonna cover all of these topics, and I'm gonna also give you some simple tools that you can start implementing today. So there's a concept that I believe is worth trying and practicing every single day, because I truly believe that it can change your life for the better. So first of all, what causes unhappiness? A lot of people think it's their financial situation or a family situation, or they might be unhappy with their work, and in other words, they're blaming their unhappiness on the environment, on the outside world. But you and I both know that there are plenty of people who are very successful and rich, and it seems like they have everything going on, and yet they are very, very miserable. And on the other side of the spectrum, there is a lot of people who are way less fortunate, and yet those people seem to be always in good mood and always happy. And I'm not saying that rich people are miserable and poor people are happy, not at all. I'm just saying that it really varies from person to person, and the outside environment doesn't seem to play any role whatsoever. Now, the bottom line is that the majority of people, most of the time, are not as happy. And why is that? It's because our brains are wired to be unhappy. As weird as it sounds, it's true, because our brains are always looking for problems, they're always looking for threats, they're always looking for some kind of drama. And all we can do is to develop our own tools to fight against it, because we don't have to be the victims of our own genetics. We can totally apply ourselves, and with enough practice, we can actually train our brains to stop thinking that everything is a problem, that everything is bad and negative. We can actually train ourselves and rewire our brains to become more positive individuals. So what causes our unhappiness and what causes us to be negative is the inner dialogue. It's the things that we keep telling ourselves every single day, the things that we keep focusing on. And most people focus on the things that they don't like, the things that are wrong in their life. For example, you might be telling yourself, I hate my job, I can't stand my job. Now, obviously, if you keep telling yourself that, then you're not gonna get up excited every single morning to go to work, right? Or you might be telling yourself, I hate the place that I live in, I hate my apartment, it's a dump. And of course, you're not gonna feel cozy in there. You're not gonna feel, it's actually, if you're telling yourself that, then that's a pretty good recipe for some major anxiety, because you can't even chill in your own home, because you just developed this negative feeling about your own home. Another example is when you're telling yourself, I hate my marriage, I can't stand it anymore. So if you keep telling yourself that, then obviously there's no chance that you will ever be happy in your marriage. And maybe you do hate your marriage, maybe you do hate your job and the place that you live in. However, this dialogue that you keep having with yourself is definitely not helping you to feel fulfilled and feel happy and feel good about your life. This is the most important thing. You're going after the feeling of peace and happiness and just freedom. So we're gonna focus on changing the dialogue today. So what happens if you change the things from I hate this, I hate that, or I don't like this, I don't like that? What if you change it into something a little bit more positive? So let's say you hate the place that you live in. What is more positive thing to say? You can say, I want to live in a beautiful house in a country, for example, or by the lake. Or you can tell yourself, I want to be happy in my job. I want to be creative in my job. I want to be fulfilled with my job, or I want to feel like I'm actually contributing with something in my job. I want to feel like I matter, or that the work that I do matters somehow. Or you might be telling yourself, I want a marriage that is filled with love and passion and just fun and all that stuff. Now, it's really good to know what you actually want, But you don't want to stop there, because if you would just keep telling yourself, I want this, I want that, or I wish I had this, I wish I had that, then you still are focusing on the things that you don't have in your life. So the most important distinction here is to realize that it's not the things in the outside environment that you're going after. You're not really going after a job or a career or better house or a better relationship. That's not what you're after. What you're really after is the feelings that these things can bring you. So you really should be focusing on creating those feelings inside of you. And this is exactly why the people you see that are maybe less fortunate are still happy inside. They may not have beautiful families, they may not have amazing jobs or beautiful place to live, but yet they can still be happy and fulfilled people, because they're focusing on their feelings, not on the outside environment. So I hope this makes sense, because it does really make a huge difference. So instead of focusing on things and the materialistic world, focus on getting the feelings that you need to feel in order to be happy. So for example, you find out that you really want to feel creative. So you have to really think about what does it mean for you to be creative. And it could be anything, and it's your thing. You know, you don't have to be a painter to be creative, because being creative means something else for each individual. You know, some people might feel creative when they're cooking. Some people feel appreciated when they do something selflessly for another person. Some people may feel free when they go for a bike ride, because they're somewhere in the nature and they feel the wind in their hair and on their face, and it just gives them the feeling of freedom. So every single emotion can mean something else for each person. So you have to write down the emotions that you are after and try to be specific, and then think about all kinds of activities that can make you feel that way, or think about when was the last time you felt that way, and think about how can you create more of this feeling. What are the things that you have now that can help you to get more of this feeling? So this is a great exercise that I enjoy doing, and I have found out that there are so many ways to make myself feel a certain way. So many ways, more than I ever thought possible. But the thing is that you have to spend some time focusing on it. And if you spend some time focusing on it, suddenly you will feel that your life is actually richer, that there is so much more than you thought. Because it's very easy to fall into the trap of our own bubble that we live in, thinking that only certain particular things have to happen in order for us to be truly happy and fulfilled. And it's not like that. There are so many ways, so many options for us all the time, everywhere. But you just have to spend some time focusing and practicing, and focus on those emotions, on those feelings. So I hope this makes sense. I hope this is gonna help, and I can't wait to hear from you in the comments below. Tell me, what did you figure out? What did you learn about yourself? What kind of emotions did you figure out that you can create by doing all kinds of things that you never even thought of before? So guys, be creative. Let me know what did you find out about yourself. And that's it for today, for this week. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any new videos, and I will see you guys in the Z Gym. Ciao!